why I wanted you to get water shoes.
Jacob, I want to get water shoes. I do.
You don't.
I really want to.
None of these are mullet jumps either. Like, we're seeing good surface activity. This is all game fish right now. I haven't seen a single mullet jump, which is good news for us. Oh, there he is. He's on. He's on. What do we got? Whoa, new species. All right, so this is a lizard fish, and these things are scary. So that, is a lizard fish. And I don't even want to mess with them. Look at it. Look at the mucus on my hands right now.
It's gross, dude.
It's super gross. They are disgusting. We've got some shallow, sandy patches out by where those birds are standing. So, I mean, if it's high tide and those birds are still standing out there, I think that'll probably be our best bet. So we're just gonna sit down, paddle out there, see if that'll work. Change it up. There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Where's my net? It's right there. So this is our first keeper trout of the trip, and it actually came right after we made a color change. So this is that sea shad color. Pop this hook out. Put him in the net because he's coming home. So this is that sea shad color that I just switched to. Same deal with the paddle tail, a 1/16 ounce head. Or I think this is a 1/8 ounce head actually. But that little chartreuse tail they seem to love. I was throwing this color all day, was getting short struck, changed up to that sea shad, and that's what caught this fish on the second cast. So this is the target species of the day, these speckled sea trouts and redfish. He ate this swim bait right here, this little paddle tail. And that's all it takes to catch these beautiful little trout.
Tilt him a little bit towards me.
You got nice colors on them too. Let's see if we can get the sun on them. There it is. Got these really pretty spots, and then sometimes they get that red up there on their dorsal fin. Just a beautiful little fish. Favorite fishing memory from the trip has to be that brown trout out in Arkansas. I mean, Cody was just coaching me all day. He had already gotten all of his fish caught, so he's like, hey, why don't you take a spin behind the fly rod, throw a hopper, see if you can't get one of those beautiful brown trout to come up and sip that little fly. And I mean, we went at it for the whole second day, both him and I just casting those hoppers, and I put that hopper right up on the bank, just saw this flash, this big old brown trout comes up, just barely puts his mouth over the surface, sips that dry fly, sips that hopper. I wait, count the 3 seconds that you're supposed to count before setting a fly. And I mean, sure enough, just hooked him perfectly right in the corner of the mouth. I think there's just a special memory with each angler that we fished with. It's really hard to pick one. So many good people, from the people at Pack who lost everything last year, cooking us up etouffee, which I'd never had. I mean, just incredible people on this trip, incredible memories. I'm gonna be looking at these pictures and these videos for a long time. So basically, I was over in that area, just casting around, and I saw some birds diving over here. So I came up to this area and saw these little glass minnows, just a ton of them by the surface. And you can tell that they're like just a ton because you can see these little teardrops on the water. And then as soon as you see those teardrops, you know there's gonna be trout in the area. So I just started making some casts right through those minnows. I was able to hook up on this nice fish. So when we were selecting anglers for the second season of the Angler Tour, you know, we obviously had a ton of options. There's anglers all over the country, a bunch of great personalities, but we were looking for those people that bring a uniqueness to their fishing. And the people that we selected, the anglers that we selected, were the ones who we thought just brought a special personality, who are doing something to improve the fishing community. You know, you have Gene Jensen, who's out there teaching people on the daily different types of fishing, different strategies. He's helping young kids get into fishing. He's helping old guys learn new techniques. You've got guys like Tyler Anderson, a young voice in the industry who's really relating to that college age. You have Gene Wilson, who's not a big name in the industry, but certainly somebody that more people are gonna know after this documentary comes out, who's just, you know, bringing that passion, that happiness, that cheerleading spirit. So it really wasn't about finding the people who catch the most fish or finding the people who catch the biggest fish. It was about finding those who are really making a difference in the fishing community. And I think each angler from this season is doing that in their own unique way.
I learned a lot during the filming of 108. I met some incredible people who shared with me some amazing fisheries. To me, life is about doing a lot with a little. Travel as often as possible, experience new places, explore new adventures. But whatever you do, don't forget your camera. Fortunate to take a lot of trips since filming, and I want to say thank you to everyone who has followed my travels. If you need me, I'll be out here, searching for the next fish, chasing the next sunset, living life outdoors.